I don't want to be one of these comedians on the wrong side of history. How much of it is racist or sexist or homophobic?
It's like the word retard.
Well, hey, don't get me started.
That's the word right now, because I think people have stopped saying gay meaning lame.
Yeah.
The more evolved.
However,
the word retard is still, I think.
Here's the thing. I go, do you think Jew Me Down? Do you think we stopped it because we shouldn't have had to, but people are so PC? And if they went, no, that's horrible. Do you think we stopped saying N-rig, which means, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what'd they say when you, stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second. Huh? So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
I know.
And so you have to say, so if the answer is no to those things, like we stopped them because they were bad, then why do you fucking think that retarded is going to stand the test of time? I don't get why most comedians that are complaining you can't say anything anymore have nothing to fucking say except use stereotypes and sexist and then try to sell it as, you know what, if you want to do those jokes because they're easy, fucking do them, and I defend you to do them. Do whatever you fucking want. But don't act like you're brave because you're doing jokes that 90% of the audience get. You want to be brave? Make fun of the people that give transvestites a hard time, not make fun of them. Okay? You're not brave. And it really does. When I start talking about it, I get angry because it's fucking gross that you want to do it. Not you. You want to do it, but don't
say it like it's me.
No, you know. Yeah, but that's funny for you to say that, but you know I don't fucking think that about you.
I know you don't think that. But I find it because you do that all the time.
Yeah.
You get very angry.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then I said to the guy, you're a fucking racist. And then 20 minutes later, you're yelling at me.
At a restaurant. Yeah. But I know I'm right. And you know why I get angry in that speech? Because I've said that.
Because you're high.
No, that's
No, he's not high.
Because I think anybody should do whatever they want. It's not like comedians should be able to do this. Every fucking comedian should be able to do what they want. But don't try to wrap it up as braveness when it's laziness. Please, just spare me show me a little fucking respect that you're not going to try to sell that crap you do as braveness and fighting for what's right. Laugh at each other. I want to go, of course we can laugh at each other. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not your question. Your question is, can't we laugh at each other? Stereotypes have been overdone. Can't we? Exactly. You're fighting a fake argument, like a paper argument, to make pretend that, like, can't we laugh at each other? Yeah, stop fucking asking that. Everybody can laugh at each other. Now, what are you doing? You're just laughing.
Like you're gay, I'm straight, this guy. Here's something that's interesting. I remember in the gay marriage debate, right? And the Republicans, they would have their debate, and the guy would go, well, what's next? If there's gay marriage, then there's next thing, there's going to be, a guy marrying 6 women, you know what I mean? Like a polygamy. And then and then people would go, well, that's not the gay people would go, that's not, but what the fuck's wrong with polygamy? Maybe that statement will not look good in history.
Well, I think when it's 2 consenting adults, I try not to judge.
Or 6.
Or 6 or 12 or whatever it is.
So
as long as there's obviously.
Okay.
Well, I would guess, and I'm pulling this out of my ass, that people that are into polygamy are tired of people thinking that is part of molesting children. I would imagine there's people that are into polygamy that know how egregious that is. They don't want to be associated with it. And I would imagine that's upsetting for them.
Wait, are you saying polygamy is...
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Or you're saying polygamy is...
If it's 5 consenting adults, leave them the fuck alone.
Polygamy is stereotyped as child molestation.
I think he gets lumped in there. And by the way, I'm not a polygamist.
The same way that gays were accused of child molesting for years.
Right.
Right?
You know, the thing is, if you tell
listen, man, I'm going to tell you this right now. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but, like, you tell me, because you're a gay guy. But I go into a gym. I go into workout. You know what I mean? I want to work out and I want to get my pecs and lats and shit like that, right? You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But then I go into the locker room. Now, the last thing I want to see there is some guy's fucking hot, beautiful asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I go there, I do the curls, I do this thing here.
Literally do
that gets the chest, and I go like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the fucking locker room hiding behind a fucking thing, staring at the guy's beautiful balls from behind. You know what I mean? I got no time for that shit. I went to Brokeback Mountain, and I thought it was a Western. Fucking tell me it's a Western. No, I'm not. I hope I'm not homophobic.
You know, that's what everybody says that tries to sneak in and doesn't want to admit they wanted to see it, I heard. They go, I thought it was a Western.
That's what I thought. I swear to God. They told me it was a Western. Now I'm sitting in the back, I'm watching it, and I'm like, where's the guy? I want to see a guy with a white hat and a guy with a black hat, and I want to see them shooting each other up in front of the saloon, you know? Last thing I want to see is a close-up of a beautiful hot cock slipping into an asshole. Now, they didn't show that in the movie. But why not? If they're going to make a movie, make it right. So I want to be in the back cheering, go, go, Sheriff. You'll get the fucking townsfolk behind you. You know, when it really comes down to it, I don't want to be fucking whacking off on some fucking guy in front of me and come all over him, and then he's got to come all over him, and then he's young, and then who's the homophobe, right? This guy is so fucking unsure of his sexuality, he's mad at me because I jizzed all over his face.
Norm, you've never made so much sense. Seriously. It's good to see you got your wits all about you. You seem in good spirits.
I swear to God.
I've never seen you.
I told Laura Jo I would be clean.
On this show?
Yeah, Laura Jo keeps going, stop being so dirty.
Did I tell you who that comedian was?
Oh, yes. We're still waiting to hear from him.
Not that it even matters. But... And I will finish my point.
Yeah.
Just let me do that, then I don't care what happens. So what I was saying was, when we went to see this comedian, we were laughing so hard.
Yes. Can I guess who it is?
Well, let me finish first. I think the people next to us...
Well, it'd be fun to guess.
I think they thought we were mocking them. They were mocking them. Like, this guy isn't funny. It's not different. It's not even funny. This guy's doing anti-comedy. And these people are laughing at it because somehow maybe it's cool to think this guy's funny, but no one really thinks he's funny. That's when people leave mad. They're like, it could be something they're not into, and then they just go, that wasn't our thing. It was the type of comedy that the crowd was going, they either loved it, we were in high school,
I know who it is.
Where they were like, no, I paid money, this isn't anything.
I bet $1 million I know who it is.
Go ahead.
It's Stephen Wright.
No. No.
Stevenson?
They got that because he came in with such a big, from just coming from 2 nights, two times on one.
But don't you think also not anti-comedy, but maybe new comedy? Like I used to see
I'll answer you.
Tennissenbaum all the time because it certainly wasn't anti-comedy, but it was something no one had seen.
Two things I'm going to finish. One, what I was saying was that they were very excited because of Stephen Wright coming, because he had just been on The Tonight Show twice in 1 week, which had never happened.
Oh, okay.
So he was like a big deal.
So
he could come into Philly. It wasn't, it was exciting.
Can I guess again?
So yeah, so who was it? I mean, it was like...
Mario Canto.
No.
Not Joy Behar.
No, but I love Joy Behar. Yeah. The comedian is Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey!
Oh.
Oh my God, I love Gilbert Godfrey.
And I know you might, I don't know what he's doing now, but
I remember when I saw him, when he was at his peak, when I first started. Holy God,
let me explain this.
There wasn't a better comic.
I don't know if he does this every night, but what I liked about it was, he might have been doing something different. This is back then. This is like, in maybe 84. He was working. It's not like he thought it was. I don't think it's cute to bomb. You're trying your fucking hardest and the crowd's not into it. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's endearing to think, oh, I'm not. He gave a shit, but they weren't into it. Me and my friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my favorite thing in the world.
And then I learned so much about comedy. I just thought if I didn't go back Saturday night with my brother, that's what he tours and does. That's how it works. Saturday night. 90% of the crowd was into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like that, 80, 90.
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody, but I'm just saying that sheerly because there was probably that 20%
Now,
there.
he must have been at his peak at that point.
He was annihilating Saturday night. I mean, it was
sort of
fucking amazing.
What year was that?
84 about, I think.
So he would have been the poet laureate of comedy at that point.
He was certainly mocking the conventions of comedy way before, even that time. And that was like,
I remember he
didn't need to be mocked.
I remember he used to do
he used
to do his father commenting on it, almost like the comedians do now, like Jim.
You talking about Kevin Meaney?
No, I'm talking about Gilbert. He used to do. He used to put his glasses on, be his father, and go, "That's not funny. That's not,
Oh, so he was one of the first.
Kind
to do
of
that
one of the first guys to do that. Yeah. Years. Joy Behar reminds me. You know what? You know how old Joy Behar is?
Well, I don't think she wants you to tell everybody.
It's in her Wikipedia.
Oh, she's, I think, a lot older than
70.
I thought. Yeah.
She
looks great.
That sounds about right to me.
70?
No, I didn't think of her as 70.
Jesus Christ Almighty! When did she break? 50?
I like her.
I like her too. She reminds me. She reminds me of like your old aunt or something.
Yeah.
With her funny opinions. You know what I mean? The View is a bunch of fucking. What kind of henhouse horse shit is that?
I like The View.
How do you have a person on a show that believes the Earth is flat and men lived with dinosaurs, and you keep them on the show.
But
Come on.
Oh, well, that I agree. You know what I say? Someone goes, my brother once said, well, you have to have the opposing view. Like, if I had a show, would I have someone on the panel that had the opposing view? I go, no.
Yeah.
You fucking bring it in on a satellite, and you talk to them for 3 minutes, and then you fucking...
ignore it. This guy... Fuck.
Well, you can't ignore it if you're
You can't
inviting.
ignore it. I ignore this fucker when he starts talking about the smokestacks at Auschwitz and how the shadows couldn't make sense and all this shit.
Oh, my head
The
about
Holocaust.
Really answers me. You can't too ignore him. I ignore this motherfucker. But on a national show, that's why this is great. Because on another show, see, Norm, this is why what you have is so great. If you were on a show like on NBC, they'd be talking to you afterwards. They go, you can't keep yelling at this guy, because this guy's got a manager and an agent, and he goes, hey, they bring me on the show for my opinion, and all Norm does is tell me to shut up.
The Holocaust happened.
Okay, I just want to say...
Oh, it did happen. No, that's not my point. Don't try to swirl that towards me.
He says it did.
No, hold on. I just want to say 3 things.
Do you really say shit like this?
This is what he told me the other day. He goes, it happened.
Fire pit.
He goes, it happened, but he goes, the numbers are all wrong. And then he goes, the other night he goes, 600 or 6 million, it's still terrible. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
That's not real.
All right.
Please
listen,
tell me that's not true.
I just want to say a few things. I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent. I did
I
have a
guess
bar
you
mitzvah.
don't.
I'm not a Holocaust denier.
Maybe you would if you didn't fucking... He thinks he's going to get a manager and an agent, Jew, with that kind of shit.
First of all, I wasn't insinuating you had a manager. I was saying in a situation on another show.
And that's not the part I'm upset about. I'm not concerned with you, Yeah, I don't care that you think I didn't have a manager.
Hostility.
And a lot of homosexuals died in the fucking camps, too. Let's not forget.
Norm, shut up.
Well, I'm serious.
What do you think? I have more empathy now?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, and there were homosexuals. What happened? What happened? I thought there was just Jews. You're telling me there were homosexuals were in with those Jews? We got to do something. There's not enough documentaries.
Nobody cared about the gypsies.
I think people overall, some people get more attention.
What about this?
People care about everybody.
Here's a term that might in the future sound terrible.
Gypped, yeah.
Comes from gypsy.
You know, you keep getting me started again.
Comes from gypsy.
I'll give you another example. And guess what?
And you know, you go, and they're great people. They live on the outskirts of town in tents.
I'll stop saying gypsies, too. I don't give a shit.
No, you can say gypsy.
No, you can say gypsy. Just don't say gyp.
I know. Don't use it as a derogatory term.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you a derogatory term that I would not going to tell anyone else to not do, because that's when they're going to go. If you ask people,
there are some great gypsies.
And whenever anybody says I don't want to be a woman about it, you know what they're really saying? It's like when people go, I don't mean to be a Jew about it. Well, you just were. So you can't just erase it. You can't go, normally I would pay full price, but a little Jew slipped in me. I got a little Jew in me, but not normally I wouldn't Jew you down.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
No, he said that the other night. He said,
I never said a Jew slipped in me.
I thought you said a little Jew slipped into you.
Little Jew slipped. Like I wouldn't normally bargain with someone, but a little Jewishness slipped into my being.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was talking about
Oh, you guys, shut up!
No, what? He was talking...
First of all, even if he had sex with a Jewish girl, he wouldn't reference it that way. First of all, why would she be slipping into him?
That's a dude.
This is not... Well, it's going fine. I'm even programmed to act like that would have been a bad thing, that it would have been a guy. Oh, this took a horrible turn. A different type of love.
This is the joke.
It was a guy.
But what about this? One time I was auditioning for this is the first time I was ever in America, and I was auditioning for the Joan Rivers show. So me and Howard Busgang were from Canada, and we got the show. I didn't do it, but we got the show along with Mario Cantone. Mm-hmm. And so Mario Cantone, we were at the Hyatt, and me and Howard Busgang and this other guy are smoking a joint. I'm not smoking, but they're both smoking this joint. So I say, why don't you invite Mario Cantone over? I'm sure he likes it. Weed, comedians. So phone up. Mario Cantone goes, I'll be right over. So he comes over with his lover. Clearly they had been just fucking, like sweat, red faces, everything, right? And so they go, yeah, we'll take some. Oh, they're smoking it so fast, and they're obviously using it as an aphrodisiac, to go back. Then they hand it back, all this spit. Now this was in a very serious time of AIDS.
What are you, Norm, are you okay? I mean, and I love your manicness.
I'm just saying, Howard Busgang smoke that joint.
What's this have to do with them and they're just fooling around? Because you want to hear a story I heard about you?
AIDS, yes.
And this is to my podcast. On my podcast, in my podcast, I say to George Carlin, which means the truth, and I never break it. It's such a great thing to go to with an audience because if you want to get somewhere quick and they're going serious, just go to George Carlin. It's like never fucking break it. You'll always have it. So mine is to George Carlin. Somebody
told me. Do you know what that meant?
No, I heard.
No, I made it up on my podcast.
George Carlin.
To George Carlin. We'll be like, we'll tell someone something. They'll be like, to George Carlin, and that's our safe word to go. Because we didn't want to say swear to God anymore. I just don't, I liked using that comedically. Like, I'll go swear.
I had a safe word, and I was into sadomasochism. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't know when I got into it that you have to start as a masochist.
I don't even, what does that mean?
When you get into the sadomasochism culture, I wanted to go straight to a sadist. Sure. But they say you have to start out as the masochist. So anyways, I was like, all right, whatever. And somebody's drilling something up my fucking ass. And they had a safe word. You're supposed to have a safe word. So my safe word was boring, which worked. It was counter to what it should have been. Now,
do you remember, hold on, I got to interrupt you.
Do we know what the comic was yet?
No. But do you remember what you told me once, that your dad went to a reverse psychologist and he told him to kill himself?
Yes, my dad did.
That's the best.
He went to a reverse psychologist.
His dad went to a reverse psychologist. He goes, you should kill yourself. I used to do it with reverb, and I think I should bring it back. What do you honestly think?
How does that go?
I used to have a button on my microphone. Are we all right with time? I used to have a button on my microphone.
To George Carlin.
To George Carlin. And the reason I got it is because I used to have the sound man have a button on my microphone. Are we all right with time? Yeah. I used to have a button on my microphone.
To George Carlin.
To George Carlin. And the reason I got it is because I used to have the sound man have to turn the reverb on. But I got tired of doing that. So this guy noticed I was doing it in the audience, and he goes, I could make you a microphone. So I had a little thing that I'd have to bring with me, like a foot pedal, and there was a button on the mic. He just made me a mic. So I would press reverb and go and comment on what I just did. Like that was my, and that was even before that was even before I saw those guys.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize years later till someone goes, Todd, when you did that reverb, that was your thing. I go, well, I can't bring it back now though.
Yeah,
do you think I could?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it would look.
And then I used to put on the Chinese glasses, and I would go, Hawaii. No.
So what did I do?
Yeah,
Oh, what did you do?
I thought you said I did something bad.
So to George Carlin, someone told me this story. I honestly...
It's probably not true.
Well, they said that I asked them 3 times. I go, I don't think Norm would do that.
No, then it must be true.
They offered you gum. And by the way, I'm only telling you this because of your Mario Cantone story. I want to let some truth out about what the rumors are behind your back. I don't even know if it was Mario.
No, it's fun to hear.
You took the rest of it, and there was like over 7 pieces.
Oh, I eat a lot of gum. All right, that sounds completely true.
I'm going to think about who this is, because every time they tell me, you don't like when people tell you a story, it's like, say he took 3, because, if someone gives you gum, 2 is even like, 3 is like, no.
Oh, no, I eat lots of gum.
Every time they tell me, I go, he didn't take all of it. To the point where we're arguing, I'm going, when you say,
I look like...
But, you can't just sit and take all of it.
I've never been more sure.
What do you mean, You've
seen that?
That's gonna
I look like Catfish Hunter when I have a...
But it's wrong, right? But it's wrong, right?
Mouthful of juicy fruit?
No, not if it's your own. But you can't take you can't take 7 pieces of someone else's juicy fruit.
Oh, right? You've had a mouthful of juicy fruit?
You've had a mouthful of juicy fruit? No, be honest. Do you think it's all right? If someone hands you their pack of gum, do you think it's all right to take 7 pieces?
I did do that.
Do you think it's all right is the question?
I don't think it's a mortal sin, a venal sin, no.
Is it rude?
Yes.
Well, there's my point. We'll take a break.
We'll be right back.
If you order it now, you won't get it till June 3rd, but it helps the pre-sales, which helps it get on the New York bestseller. So, I'm really asking people, if you could go pre-order it at Simon & Schuster or BarnesandNoble.com.
Now,
there we go.
No, this is the New York Times bestseller list, not the New York News.
Yes, New York Times bestseller list. And by the way, I didn't know...
I call it the New York News rather than New York Daily News.
Well, that's great. Anyway... That's Don Rickles channeling me. God bless Don Rickles. I love him so much. I know it's in my fiber uncontrollably. Well, that's good. I didn't know Norm wrote comment on the back.
Yes.
I asked my manager to ask him because you have I think someone at the same office.
Yes.
I didn't want to bother you with it, so I didn't know till I got
It's the first time I ever wrote a blurb for a guy's book.
This is a pre-book. So I looked on the back the first day and I'm like, fuck, I didn't know Norm wrote a thing, and then I go to read it, which I love it, by the way. It goes, there's comics, and then there's comics. Todd Glass is one of the rare comics, which means 6 people think he's funny. Norm Macdonald.
He's a comics.
I love that. It was announced this week that the Archie comic book will kick off the character Archie in July. Yeah. I trust my instinct.
It was announced this week that the Archie comics books will kill off the character of Archie in July. This is disappointing, because if there's one Archie character that should die, it's that cocksucker Jughead. Now, this brings up an interesting point.
It does.
You know what I'm going to say?
No.
The word cocksucker.
The word cocksucker.
Oh yeah. Is that going to go by the wayside? Is that an old?
But that's everybody sucks cock.
I think you're indirectly...
Straight women suck cock, gay guys suck cock, straight guys suck cock.
Huh?
Let me tell you something.
This guy sucks his own cock. That's what he tells me.
In confidence.
I'm laughing because half the time because I think you're so funny. The other half, it just gets in the whirlwind of things you throw out there.
No.
You're telling me.
I love it. Oh, hey, that's great for me in the world that I'm in.
Not good for me.
But hold on. I like that. You're stumbling upon something. I know it's accidentally, but I'm obsessed with what to drop out of, especially when you do comedy, what to drop out.
Sure.
And again, that's a good one. I think comedically, though, you can always come to a good answer. I think you I might be wrong, I think you sort of just answered it. Anybody could be a cocksucker. So the question is, why is a cocksucker a bad thing?
Why
comedically?
is it a bad thing?
But guess what? Comedically, maybe it's because maybe when that was written, that comment, it was thought of women as being cocksuckers because the idea of being gay wasn't even out there. So maybe cocksuckers can.
Interesting. It was around, but yeah, probably.
Maybe you can say, I don't care. It's like, I have moments of going, no, I won't be that person. You got to look at the past, see how you react to it. If you react different than I do to the past, then don't worry about your present as much as I do. And I mean that genuinely. Right. The thing about Frank Sinatra, when he used to make jokes about Sammy Davis Jr. signing the shoes, they weren't like fuck black people jokes. And I'm going to go one way, but I'm going the other. You could say, Frank got Sammy into the hotels, a lot of people would say. Friend, no, you don't understand. They were friends. Frank got those guys into hotels. He wouldn't work there unless Sammy went in. So they were friends.
Yeah.
So you think it's okay to make those jokes. But I think a smarter person would have been, and I bet they existed. No, they did exist. That stood back and went, I know, but why can't he get him into the hotel and not make those jokes? Exactly. And when I was a little kid, I watched those jokes and I asked my parents,
that makes sense.
You watch it now and you're like, oh my God. But back then, if people were debating it, some people would be like, they're jokes. It's like, what, we can't joke anymore?
Right.
I didn't care. As a 12-year-old kid, I looked at it, or whatever age I was, and going, ooh.
Even then you knew.
Maybe I was older than 12. Maybe I'm thinking when I was younger, but that might be even 18 now. You know what I mean? Whatever age I was, I remember it didn't take, all it was my sheer look of I didn't overanalyze it, I didn't know what to say, but I did say this. Ooh, gross. I don't want that shit in my act, so I don't mind. If the cocksucker needs to come out, I'm not going, oh my God.
Get it out there. It'll still work.
These people say you can't say anything more?
Yeah.
You can't say anything anymore. What do they want to talk about? They go, the retarded fag Jew is a cocksucker? What are their conversations like? Every time you take an overused term out, they act like, I'm not going to be able to say anything. What are you saying? And we'll be back.
No. I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel.
No way.
Nice guy, Vince Champ. His name was Vince Champ.
Oh, no.
I don't know whatever happened to that fella. But a nice man.
Arrested for rape.
He knows, and he's not making fun of rape. See, here's where I defend twisted comedy. I swear to God, it's making sense. You're not making fun of rape. You're making fun of a guy that's so, whatever happened to Vince Champ? The ridiculousness of it.
I seriously don't know.
Well, still you commit to the character, which I love.
Well, there's a guy in Canada, right? Mm-hmm. Now.
I know we're supposed to do these things, and your producer said 5 minutes, but I'm just taking the lead from you. No. So go ahead. You're in Canada.
This was a Canadian story, and it's pretty big in Canada right now. And it's not, everybody, ooh, Rob Ford, that's a big Canadian story. But we have other stories. And there's a man there that's a porn star who killed his lover, he was gay, and ate him, cannibalized him. And after he cannibalized him, he put it on
Stories
video.
in my book, by the way.
Oh, come on. And after he cannibalized him, he put on video him eating him and cutting him up. And the man was in the throes of death. And you could hear him screaming as he was, because he was bound, of course. And you could hear the victim screaming, which seemed to make the killer even hungrier. And he ate his viscera and feasted on different organs. And then, this guy was a real jerk.
He's a real jerk.
Okay,
is that the adjective? You don't want to.
So see what you think of this joke.
This guy ate people. By the way, thanks for cheering me up.
We don't want to dwell on this.
Thanks for cheering me up. I've been depressed lately, and that story really it makes me think there's hope.
Well, not everybody is. Not everybody's perfect. Jesus Christ.
Can I ask you a question seriously?
The guy made a mistake.
I'm being honest.
The guy made a mistake. He had a press conference later, and he said he made an error in judgment.
The guy who ate the guy?
Yeah, he made an error in judgment. Now, what do you think of this joke?
I know what you're doing, but I didn't
Todd,
at first.
What do you think of this joke?
No. Well, it's just I'm saying here.
Yeah.
What was the point of that story? I'm thinking I'm higher than I am, or you're telling stories that don't make any sense.
No, you're very high.
I don't know. Let our viewing. Thank God we have this. If we were just sitting around my house.
Your ears are popping, and we're not on a 777.
Now I know, of course, but before I don't think I did.
What about this one?
Because
when I die, I want my body donated to science. But more specifically, a scientist who is working on bringing dead guys back to life.
Oh, that's just, is that funny at all? That's just a statement. I'm serious. Am I crazy? When I die, I want my body to be donated to science, but more specifically, a scientist who is working on bringing dead guys back to. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, forget that one.
That could be funny.
But this one, I think you're. This one is ripped from today's headlines. The search continues in the Indian Ocean for the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 as they listen and try to follow the pings. These guys sound like me always listening for pings. The pings are my Chinese neighbors. Jim and Ellen Ping. Nice people, nice folks. Nice folks.
Hey, and they'll still be looking for this this will be in May right now. People are watching this.
Jim, the other day, very nice guy, Jim Ping.
Oh, they really do exist. What is this thing you're doing with your face?
Oh, it's.
Do you have allergies?
No, I'm not used to these glasses, but he was very nice.
So you think that's going to help?
And he lent me. Is that the face I'm making?
Well, one time I thought you were joking around. You were looking at me like, get a close-up. I hope you had a close-up. Roll it in now if you didn't show it
sounds
before.
Sounds like this guy's jimping to conclusions.
Is what?
Jim Ping.
Jim.
Is what you said their neighbor was? Jim Ping?
That is my neighbor. A nice fella.
Nice guy?
Let me his abacus
I want to do
yesterday.
this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
No, that's kind of racist.
What are you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead. I was just doing like someone.
I like Audrey Hepburn. I don't think of her. I don't whack off when I think of her, but she had style.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for saying something that's been on my mind for a long time.
You like her too?
Sure.
Yeah. She was class.
No, I was thinking about. Why?
Audrey Hepburn had class, but Katharine Hepburn could hang with the fellas.
Thank you. That was a better time back then, right? It wasn't. So don't get me started.
No, it was a worse time. Yeah. You know why?
They took care.
Because they had separate water fountains for the black people and the Chinese people.
What?
And what did they do back then?
Segregated water fountains you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
I know you're just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Well,
they
yeah,
had
but everybody
segregated
knows.
water fountains.
Now, I know you're not kidding about the event of it happening, but I know you're kidding. Of course, everybody knows that.
I'm saying it's a bad thing.
Well, of course it was a bad thing.
Yeah. But
answering to my
It
question.
existed, as did the Holocaust.
I believe that the. All right.
First of all,
Oh, my family's going to disown me. I'll tell you a good thing.
Yeah, I understand now. Can I tell you what I understand?
Yeah.
You don't believe. You never said anything about the Holocaust.
He did say one thing.
What's no?
Can I say? Can I say
to George Carlin?
No, I'll be completely honest.
To George Carlin.
You're not
Completely honest. This is what he told me.
You have to say to George Carlin, or I can't listen.
He said.
All right, I'll listen.
To George Carlin.
Okay. Oh.
He said, "How could there be poison? A poison gas. I don't know much about the Holocaust, but what did they have inside the
The two of you together just are really giving a great homage to that whole time.
inside the gas chambers? They put a certain type of gas, cyclic and fire.
Mustard gas?
No, it certainly wasn't
That was
mustard
World War
gas.
I.
It was
Is there
something 9.
Steve?
Zyklon
gas.
There's
Now,
a number. I think.
they put that in the. I believe with all my heart that they put that in and killed innocent people. He says, how is it possible? Because the guards would open the door and get the Zyklon all over their hand and die also.
Okay, can I show you? I can do you justice.
Answer that.
Would my guess that you'd say you don't doubt the horrificness of anything that is talked about, but that is how would that not happen?
How would that not
Maybe
happen?
there was a subdoor.
But he had another thing.
I don't want to make pretend we're some.
He said when the Allied planes came over, they have pictures apparently of the smokestacks, and he said the smokestacks drop a shadow. The smokestacks that we all know spewed out the sad remains of human souls that once had dreams and once loved. He says it's all a bunch of horse shit. I fucking can't laugh. I mean, it's such a terrible thing. But you made me laugh with your fucking weed.
Did you guys know Mad Men's?
There's nothing. I get that.
I'm sorry I laughed.
You're all right.
I'm sorry. We'll edit out my nervous when I screw up lines, for sure. And I do that a lot.
Do you ever have it happen where someone pulls you aside?
And I read the lines 1,000 times and I still screw them up. And people are it's okay, but
After a while,
and they're all pros, because they do it every week. I just do it once in a while. But I just don't know how 6 million people disappear from the face of the earth.
Ask this motherfucker. He's the one that thinks that it didn't happen.
Wow.
By the way, you know the weird part? That's why I think something is so funny, because that's the absurdity. Absurd is funny.
Yeah.
So to me, it's absurd, but what makes it even funnier, whether it's him or not, and I don't think it is, those people exist. My friend Lynn told me one night, about 15 years ago, he heard someone like that. One of those people that literally says, no, I'm not defying that it. You can tell when
they always say it like that.
They always.
No, you're right. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. They always have it's something bad happened, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's him, but yes, he said he went into it very. Almost, he goes, Todd, it gave me a stomachache because, I know where this fucking person's going with this. And he goes, what the fuck did I ever do to make them trust me that I would?
Yeah, don't you get that? When they take you into their confidence, like I have cabbies like that.
That won't happen that often.
I was driving once
thank God.
In Toronto, and the guy goes, "It's a good city, too many burrheads." First of all, I'd never heard burrheads before.
I've never heard that.
But and then I say nothing. So he assumes I agree with him.
What is
you never thought that silence would mean agreement, right?
Silence is assent. I'm doing Portland next week, and the last time I was there,
Name drop.
I was the driver's taking me to the hotel, and they're all hippies, and this long-haired outfit, and he said to me, and I said, I noticed that there weren't many ethnic, just white people. That's all I saw, And so he was talking about how liberal they were there and everything, And I said, well, it's easy to be liberal, and there's no black people, It's all. He goes, we got our share.
See, that's why I think a lot of people, like some people, you'll ask them how it is, and they think the world is who they circle themselves with.
Right,
so people should be commended that when your circle of friends, you don't have that type of hatred in it. But you shouldn't let it not put you in touch with those fucking people are out there.
Oh, they're out there. A swastika is a symbol of hate. It's not an ancient Indian.
It was once a symbol of peace.
Yeah, I know. Listen, we can't go
That's
on.
just
because
history.
This is becoming just hatred.
I still remember my Torah portion.
Your what?
My Torah from my bar mitzvah.
You're Jewish, right?
I'm Jewish, but I'm just saying that the swastika was, in fact, it did originate as a symbol of peace.
Maybe you shouldn't say, if he already thinks the other thing about you, maybe you should leave that fact between you and your other friends.
Fair enough.
Feeding it to Norm, he already thinks
Symbol
it.
of peace.
Yeah.
That's what he says when he looks at Charles Manson's forehead. A symbol of peace.
That's not the first thing
Work will make you free.
Set you. I think it set you free.
He knows what's written.
Yeah,
he knows what's written. He knows what's written on the walls.
A lot of people know what was
Birkenau.
written on. Yeah, I mean.
Or Auschwitz.
Yeah, I think it was Auschwitz.
Well, you would know. All right. I apologize to all the viewers.
I'm not an apologist.
You are an apologist.
How'd you two guys meet?
Let's not go into this again.
Oh, he came. You came to the Tempe Improv,
Yes.
and he worked there.
Yeah.
I love that. There was a lot.
This is
of
amazing. You got a sleeve you just out of the blue got a sleeve.
Well, I was doing a radio show in Philadelphia called Preston and Steve.
Yeah.
Put a little wink in there in post. Can you put a ding? Preston and Steve. Make sure someone does that. Could they jot that down? And I always wanted an arm sleeve. I never really wanted a tattoo.
But you never had a tattoo in your life. In your life.
No, but they had this.
At the age of 50.
Not 50.
No.
48.
How dare you?
How old were you? How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I'm 28 now. I swear to God. And
Oh.
no, I'm 28. I swear to God.
Now, how's that
I
gonna
swear to
look?
the good
How's
Lord.
that
I'm 28
gonna-
years old. Why would I? See,
How's
that's
that
why
gonna
I
look
gave
in the
up using
future?
that word
How's
because
that
it's
gonna
fun and
look?
jokes.
Yeah.
No, I did it. Yeah, I did it. I was probably 47. And I knew what I wanted. And then, ironically, I didn't tweet this, or maybe I did because it seemed like such an obvious joke. My niece, after she saw my tattoo, she told me she had a tattoo, I swear to you, that said no regrets, and she had it lasered off. Her and her mom. I go, Kate, did you realize how funny that is? She goes, well, I made a mistake. At least she realized it. What's going on? Did you stop doing the show just suddenly?
Well,
I think we had a lot of good.
I don't know.
You're upset about him.
I'm a little upset about him, and then I think it's in very bad taste coming off that to start talking about tattoos on people's arms.
I think you started. Why do you? Because
I got my first
I love
tattoo.
Norm. You do the old trick. You do it, then you. Well, why would you be talking about tattoos? Because you asked me.
Oh, no, not your tattoos. I just thought it was a little tasteless.
Whose?
Huh?
My tattoo?
No, his denial of the Holocaust.
It is a little.
I don't deny.
His denial of the Holocaust.
It is a little.
I don't deny.
He
Is
doesn't.
there some truth to what he's saying? Seriously?
Huh? I got a tattoo when I was 32.
See how it changes?
That's first.
No, I wasn't 30.
I was 32. That was my first and only tattoo.
Avoids the question.
No, I think the Holocaust happened.
Do you think? Do you ever comment on any part of it being exaggerated?
No.
Okay.
Look at his face, though.
I think he's being honest. I
I
learned how
had
to.
family. They all escaped Stalin in Russia. I know.
See?
Yeah.
That's what all the guys say. Stalin was the bad guy. Stalin was the bad guy.
They were both.
That's what they all say. That's the first
They were both
key.
equally evil.
Whenever you hear guys, what about Stalin?
I'm talking about my 20 minutes during the show we talked about later. We're going to look back at footage and hope we're on the right side. I think this is proving that you can satirize a lot of shit that's fucking hilarious. And I think this is it. I know I'm overanalyzing it, but that's what I do.
Well, that's
but
what
I'm
you do.
afraid
You love
one
comedy.
person will watch this and go, oh, I can't believe they said that. Then they went on to make fun of. No. The joke here is the absurdity. I hope I'm right. Otherwise, fuck it. What do I know? Right? This guy, he does it. I don't think he's. I don't think. Am I breaking? Am I ruining it by saying I know he doesn't believe that, and that's therefore?
Well, I don't know, but I hope to God he does.
I looked to George Carlin. Is there a story that you're not telling us that when you guys were hanging out driving in the car?
No, I will say like his hero is Andy Kaufman. He's always trying to do. I'm going to be Andy Kaufman. I'm going to be like Andy Kaufman. And then,
Is that what you say?
And then sometimes
love
I
Andy
think,
Kaufman.
yeah.
Me too.
So sometimes I think maybe he's doing this as some sort of an Andy Kaufman.
Or it could be you.
Tribute. Me? No. What am I saying? I'm doing an Andy Kaufman thing by saying the Holocaust happened.
No, by acting like he said it.
I'm not acting like he said it. Ask him. When you ask him, he brings up
Adam.
Stalin, the
How do you
enemy of Hitler,
You know the power.
the man who fucking stopped Hitler. Stalin!
The only reason he stopped Hitler was
Oh,
because
good old
Hitler...
Joe!
Well, I'm just saying that the only reason Stalin stopped Hitler was because Hitler, they was heading towards victory and decided, all right, fuck this, we're going to go and turn our forces face them towards the Soviet Union and turn on Stalin.
He knows all about
I don't even know.
No, it's just
Of course,
stupid.
no, none of us know about it. He knows every fucking detail. It's wonderful also how London rebuilt itself so quickly after the bombing.
Did they not?
Oh, they did, no?
Oh, they did.
After that, what I thought.
Socially, I'm aware, but politically and what this stuff, I sometimes I get lost. I don't want to come off
The
stupid.
Nazis.
Okay, you know what? The Holocaust happened. We literally ran out of tape.
I mean, we're gone.
Yeah.
We're done. Thanks to Adam Egan, my trusty sidekick, and the great
Todd Glass.
Todd Glass. If you enjoyed the show tonight, why not tell a friend, huh? Make sure to subscribe below.